Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Can you see me well? Can you hear me well?
I can see you and hear you well. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. That's nice. What's your
Yeah.
name?
My name is Jesus, and I think your name is Benicius. Is that what I say?
No, my name is Richard. Actually, it's because I share my account with my friend, a friend of mine. Yeah, I think in order to the studies here on Cambly, to be cheaper, we share the same account and we have been having great results. But
Cool. Okay.
nice, and it's nice to meet you. How can
Nice to meet
I
you
can
too.
I can I say your name? I'm sorry.
Also, yeah, my name is Jesus. The first syllable is
Here's
hey,
this
like hello, Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
that's
pretty
nice.
common Hispanic name. So I'm from Mexico,
Oh,
but
great,
I was raised in the United States. I currently live
awesome.
in Vietnam. Where do you live?
I live in Brazil. Yeah,
Okay.
I was born and raised here in Brazil, and yeah, that's nice. And so you said that you raised in the United States, but
That's
were
right.
you born in Mexico?
That's right. Yeah. But I was brought to the United States as a very young child, which is why I sound like this and don't have such a strong accent like my mom and
Yeah,
dad.
yeah, that's exactly why I asked that because your accent is perfect. I
Thanks.
can I can barely hear something different.
Yeah, yeah. I think I sound more like a Midwestern American. That's where I was raised in Missouri. If you know where that's from, like just in the very middle of the United States.
Oh, I see. Great. Yeah, I have talked to a lot of people here in Cambridge from
Hmm.
Missouri,
Okay.
and yeah, and that's nice. That's really great. Well, I have a lesson here, but I think this lesson is not mine. I think it's my friend's.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, could you
Cool.
please close it?
Yeah, yeah. We can drop it. There we go.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, it looks much better right now.
Cool.
Okay, so yeah, so I basically like having conversations here on Cambly because I think throughout conversations we can use more words, we can speak naturally, and yeah, it's
Mm.
better.
Yeah. Well, so can you tell me more about like? I know you're from Brazil.
Yeah.
I don't really know like what are your interests? What are your hobbies? What do you like to do for fun?
Okay, so great question. I am an electrical engineer, so I
Mm.
majored in engineering in 2019. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's been 2 years already because I graduated in December 2019, and
Okay.
after that we had the spread of the disease, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And yeah, and because of that I didn't have my graduation party.
Oh
I'm so
man. Yeah.
sad, so sad.
Bummer.
I have waited my whole life, you know, for that moment, and
Yeah.
the pandemic ruined everything. But okay,
Man.
the
Yeah.
the
That
sale
sucks.
had.
Well, what did you do instead? Did you call your friends or did you have like a party on Zoom or something?
No, we didn't have anything actually because I called my college and they said that when everything is back to normal, we are going to have a graduation party. So
Oh
I'm just
wow.
waiting. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just waiting for this is to cease and everything is better.
Yeah. Yeah. So what have you been doing with the year that you have not been going to parties and just kind of, I guess you've been at home like the rest of us, right?
Yeah, yeah. But I don't go to parties. I didn't have my graduation party.
Oh, okay, okay.
And, okay, yeah. I don't go to parties that often. What I like doing, I have been working from home, you know,
Hmm.
and other than that, my hobbies like I like studying English. I like playing video games. Video games, it takes up a huge time of my life because I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And what else? And I like to exercise. I like working out,
Okay,
and
cool.
yeah, and I have decided to start eating better, in order to stay.
Cool. Very
Yeah,
good.
so
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of goals. I have set a lot of goals for myself. What about
Yeah.
you? What have you been doing lately?
Well, so today I am traveling so I live in Vietnam, but I recently
Oh,
finished.
you do?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Great.
So I've lived in Vietnam for about 4 years.
Oh,
I
great.
recently, so just yesterday, I finished a half marathon, so 21 kilometers. Um,
Oh, congratulations. Great.
yeah, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
I traveled here from my home in Saigon, which is in the very south of Vietnam. Do you know anything about like Vietnam's geography or like the country?
No, I do not. I talked to a few people from Vietnam,
Yeah.
but I don't know a lot of things from there.
Let me try to do something with you. So this is cool. I can share my screen with you, and you should be able to see
Uh,
something.
and actually, one thing that I do know is that the food is what's the word I'm looking? The food is a little bit different from
Yeah,
the Western, right?
yeah, yeah. It's
And
there are a lot of sweet flavors in the south, and there are a lot
oh,
of
great.
um, salty and sour flavors in the north. So in the
Oh,
south is
awesome.
where I live. Let me see if I can bring up a good map for you.
Okay,
Um, yeah, so this is pretty much it. It's shaped kind of like this S over here. Um,
nice.
yeah, so the two big cities are Ho Chi Minh City, which is at the bottom. That's where I live, also known as Saigon.
Okay.
And then in the north is Hanoi. Um, and
Oh,
that's like the
Hanoi.
capital of Vietnam. That's like where all the government stuff and the political power is held. It's just south of China, and then Laos is right next door. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, yeah, everything that I know about Vietnam is, I have learned from books. For example, it's a socialist country, right?
yeah. Officially, it's a socialist
And
country. Yeah,
yeah, and
a communist country.
people, I don't know whether it's in Vietnam or not, but people like riding motorcycle a lot, right?
Yeah, it's a much more common
It's much,
form of
yeah,
transportation than a car would be. There are
yeah.
some buses. There are some like public transportation vehicles for people, but most of the time, and including me too, I drive a motorcycle everywhere.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a motorcycle too, and
Oh, cool.
I think it's nice. I like it because, yeah, it's faster, right?
Yeah.
It's cheaper.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah, it's more dangerous, but we can deal with it, right?
Yeah. 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 And so I come from the United States where everyone has a car, and I thought that the transition from motorcycle to car or car to motorcycle would be difficult or dangerous, but it does take a little bit of adjustment at first because I think with a car you have to kind of think about like where is the body of the car and like sort of think
Yeah.
spatially. With the motorcycle, I think you can just sort of have a more narrow and more like small, I guess, like sense of space. But yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. It is cheaper. It's a bit faster. I prefer
definitely.
it myself. Yeah, I like feeling the wind and being out in the open. But I also like I live in Vietnam and it's very hot here all the time. So it'd be different if I lived in the United
Awesome.
States still and they had snow and ice and things like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think uh, it's so amazing when we ride a motorcycle on a sunny day,
Yeah,
and we can feel the fresh air. It's
yeah,
so great. Yeah,
yes,
yeah. Only people who ride a motorcycle know how it feels, right?
yeah,
How it feels like.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a difficult thing I think to explain to non-motorcycle owners because
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but in the United States, owning a motorcycle is very stigmatized.
Oh, really? Is it?
Yeah, yeah. So people often see motorcycle owners as maybe like jerks or like selfish people or dangerous people or something. And these are all sort of stereotypes that are supported by um, movies, by TV shows, like characters that
Oh, yeah.
yeah, maybe if you want to have a character in a TV show that's like kind of like a bad guy, kind of like a
Yeah.
rough character,
Wearing a
maybe on a
jacket, a black
motorcycle.
jacket.
It's very
Yeah.
interesting, and
It's a stereotype, isn't it?
definitely, definitely. Um, and in the United States, so everyone has to have insurance if you drive a car, if you drive a motorcycle. But in the United States, it's much, 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 much cheaper to have insurance for a car than it is to have insurance for a motorcycle. So there was lots of things there that kind of encourage people, that kind of push them into car ownership and away from motorcycle ownership.
Yeah, the same here in Brazil.
Yeah,
Yeah, motorcycle insurance is more expensive than cars,
yeah,
because I think the probability of getting hit by a car or something and damaging the vehicle is so huge. So
yeah.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, but
I really
yeah, but
don't
I
know
was. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I don't know the accident statistics off the top of my head, whether the motorcycle or the car is more dangerous, but it does feel like that stereotype of the bad motorcycle driver or the evil motorcycle driver is very powerful.
Yeah, it's portrayed, as you said, it's portrayed in movies, but I think it's not right, because people see other people who ride motorcycles differently. So yeah, I think we wouldn't have to portray people who ride motorcycle in that way, right?
Yeah, and I think that living in Vietnam, because everybody drives a motorcycle here in Vietnam, I see old ladies on motorcycles. I see young women on motorcycles. Sometimes I see families, like a mom, a dad, and a child. So the child would be
Yeah,
in the middle between mom and dad.
four people on a motorcycle, right?
The most I've ever seen, I think the most I saw one time was five on a single motorbike.
I, a normal one.
Yeah, yeah, but they were just like very tightly packed together. I think that's the
Oh
most
my
I've ever
god.
seen.
That's insane.
Yeah, it seems quite unnecessary to me, but yeah. So and also it's funny because the Vietnamese have a reputation for being very ingenious and very creative. So maybe they'll have their motorcycle and they'll have like a cage full of chickens like behind them, or like a motorcycle, and then also a refrigerator, like a full-size refrigerator, just like resting on the back there.
I see.
It's incredibly like the motorcycle is just the vehicle of choice for everyone here. And I see the motorcycle do so many things, driven by so many people. So for me, I definitely don't share the same ideas that Americans have about, who drives a motorcycle and what the motorcycle owner is.
Yeah.
I definitely have different ideas because of my experience of the world and where I live. But
Yeah, especially that's what I was going to say, because you are living in a different country, you have another perspective, right?
yeah,
You see the words differently.
yeah,
That's why I love traveling as
yeah,
well, because yeah, it makes us, have a better conscience about the world. And because sometimes we are so we only think about our countries, our culture, and when you go to other places, we can see the world is so huge. There
yeah,
are so many different people, and it's the best thing, to respect
yeah.
other people.
And honestly, that's one of my favorite parts about teaching on Cambly is getting to meet people from all over the world. You're from Brazil. I sometimes meet students from Tokyo, from Saudi Arabia, and it's
Awesome.
like you're all here. Like everyone in the world, like they're right here. That they're
Yeah,
active. They're living their lives just like me. Um, yeah. I wanted to thank you so much
it's
for
good.
giving me the opportunity to chat with you. And I hope
Thank
you have a
you.
great day.
You too. Thanks so much. Have a good day.
Okay. Yeah.
Bye bye. Bye bye.